Well, good morning. I'm Jagender Rana. The topic of the day is how to be a star performer. How to be a star performer. In this era of liberalization, privatization, and globalization, insurance market is open to all and is regulated by IRDA. So there is tough competition, and survival of fittest is the need of the hour. It is necessary to put an extra effort to remain in the mainstream and to face the challenges ahead, and therefore there is a need to be a star performer. Everybody can be a star performer. Star performers are not born, but when ordinary people put extra efforts consistently, they become extraordinary. That is a star performer. We are giving some tips how an ordinary person can convert himself into a star performer. Let's see the purpose. Purpose should be strong and specific and certainly linked to pain and pleasure. 80% of the success is why purpose. 20% of any success is how purpose. Therefore, pain and pleasures are to retain, are in relation to why. Why? Like, say, flight miss. There is a pain. That is why we reach the airport before time or else undergo the pain of missing flight. Then movie. Pleasure. Which is why we reach the movie hall before time, otherwise we will miss the pleasure. Marriage party. No pain, no pleasure. No specific time to reach or say any time. Between 7 a.m. to 10, 11 p.m. So neither pain nor pleasure. We will just eat and give gift and come back. Also TV channel, no purpose. Short, change, channels, fast, has no specific purpose. Purchase of yoga books or health books, no purpose. As no specific purpose will be kept on shelf. However, when there is a pain or ailment like high BP, hypertension, etc., start practicing yoga, exercise, read books on yoga, etc., because purpose has been there. Therefore, first mantra to be a star performer is that the purpose should be specific, clear, strong, and all efforts should be directed to achieve the purpose. Then comes getting out of self-deception. Getting out of self-deception at the soonest is possible. Too much analysis is paralysis. Too much analysis is paralysis. When things don't happen as liked or wished, get yourself out from the situation the soonest without resorting to too much analyzing. Negative thoughts should be destroyed immediately. Then comes examples of self-deception. There are some examples of self-deception, like a person does not have the entry pass for some show or event, but when asked whether the program was good, he starts saying about how he had the entry pass, though in reality he did not have, but was held up and missed the show. When somebody called over her telephone, immediate reaction is, I was thinking to call you. So once in a classroom, a teacher took out a 500 rupee note and putting it on the table in front and said that it can be possessed by any interested student. However, nobody came forward from the front row. Suddenly, a boy from the back bench came and picked it up. When this boy asked his neighbor and front bench boy why they didn't pick up the note, they replied that they were analyzing whether they would really possess the 500 rupee note. That is to say, they were doubting the opportunities, doubting themselves. So, supposing you are sitting in a gathering, meeting, and are asked to clap hands, only few people will follow and start clapping. A few will clap very slowly and mild and lightly, and some will not clap at all. It means that mind prevents their clapping and mind can prevent for other things also. Therefore, negative thoughts should be destroyed immediately. Learn only KFP means key farak penda instead of BFP. बहुत फर्क पैंदा. की फर्क पैंदा is not acceptable. बहुत फर्क पैंदा. Then comes natural and unnatural. So men first inhabited the jungles naturally. Child through the things naturally. Feelings of anger, greed, smell are natural. Controlling or resistance of anger, emotions are unnatural. Marriage unnatural. But takrar is natural. Unnatural things makes man successful. Unnatural attitude makes man successful. Self-discipline, control on anger and other positive attitudes, appreciation of others, cooperation, etc. are unnatural. So being successful, behave, act unnaturally. Unnaturally. The next is always on your switch. Use of energy. Talk positive, switch on. Talk nonsense, switch off. PP, पैदाइशी परेशान लोग, switch off. It was the first day of a person in office. He goes to an officer and asks about the atmosphere and his future prospect there. He gets the reply, how now you are new. Now you are new. In 3 months you will know yourself. Switch off. He starts thinking whether or not he took a wrong decision joining there. He will again go to the boss to clarify the points written in his appointment letter. Then always put switch on. In the morning, listen to good talks, do exercise and be energetic. In the office, pleasant mood and positive thinking. In the evening, positive because at home, wife and children are waiting. Otherwise, their switch off will be, their switch will be off. So repeat the following again and again to make switch on. I am successful. I believe in myself. I will create. I am a leader. I lead my life. Maintain your relations with those from whom you can get inspiration. Ensure your friends are of Krishna type and not of Shakuni type. Krishna types give you positive thoughts, energy, encouragement and appreciation. Then breakthrough ideas implemented by star performers. Star performers will do or take initiative. Will take initiative without being told. Doing something constructive is called initiative. When ordinary people put extra effort consistently, they become extraordinary. For example, at GFT Bank, there is a fire and the bank building is gutted, however. Service to customer is rendered at such time by operating from the basement or footpath, putting computers, initiatives taken by staff without being told by higher management. So ask yourself, what is an initiative you have taken for your family last month? Then networking. Contact more and more people. Know about others. Write down on papers about details of persons. Call people by name. Send best wishes on birthdays, anniversaries. Strengthen your relationship. Identify 5 people in your life whom you would want to thank for everything they have done for you. So put this on your mirror and start thinking. Asking and doing how to become sixer every day. Do this exercise for 40 days and it will become your habit to become a sixer every day. That means think positive. Think positive so that the constructive ideas may be generated. Most problems are really due to absence of ideas. Most of us have seen the movie Titanic. An iceberg is a floating mass of ice. If the captain could have maintained his professional cool and had decided just to ram, means front hunk of ship is very very strong, into the iceberg, the damage would have been minimum. He decided to avoid the iceberg, resulting in the soft side of the ship developing big holes through which water started gushing in, which led to a very big tragedy, leading to loss of men and materials. So star performer would learn how to manage crisis in life, at home, and jobs. Solve your tomorrow's problems today. Then perspective. Getting the big picture, wide focus, bigger perspective, broad thinking. Be ambitious and set a wider goal. 2 salespersons were sent to a country to sell shoes. After reaching the destination, one person called back his boss and said, I am coming back because here nobody wears shoes. Other person also calls boss but says, nobody wears shoes and there is great scope for shoe sale. So same situation came be perceived negatively as well as positively. Look at things in a big way. Ms. Mayawati, a school teacher, dreamed to become an IAS officer, ended up as a chief minister, and now wanting to become prime minister. An example of big perspective. And now comes the fellowship. Followership. What is followership? Develop student mentality. Star performer is a very good follower. Create and nurture the habit of learning. Learn the mistakes, remain hungry to learn more and more about doing a job best. Make your clippings file to learn more. Read with pen and paper cutter. File to learn more. Have a folder on several topics such as current media, coverage, etc. 96% will be best, but 4% is gold, which you would be able to use in professional writings and talks. Do this for 40 days and it will become a habit. So everybody has some knowledge of various matters. Star performer updates his knowledge by learning something more valid and worthwhile. Also he has the quality of unlearning what he had learned earlier, which was to some extent defective, and is ready to correct it always. And then comes teamwork. It is better to lose an argument than a relationship. Am I known for sharing positive things and others? Appreciate people when it is least expected. There are 3 areas of effectiveness, which is task, team, and individual. Task achieved, individual happy. Team's moral high. High team spirit affect individual to give best and can visibly help to achieve task. Disgruntled individuals can reduce team morale and affect the task. So team is helpful for generation of its energy. Means when more than one person work together, they are likely to produce a result which is more than the sum of the results they would have produced working individually. Star performers give attention in all 3 areas and believes in teamwork. So team building is a must to achieve goal and objectives for a star performers. And the last one is leadership. Star performers understand his authority and limit, and he has a lateral leadership that is own more responsibility. Thank you very much.